It's Joe at Lukas. Guess what today is? It's World Whiskey Day. What a great day. I should have the day off. Hey, guys, you got to come in and talk to us about whiskey. We love whiskey. You know, and I always think about all the awards and everything that happens in the whiskey world. I truly don't believe anybody's an expert. I believe everybody's palate's different. And I think what's really important, and myself, Joey or Will, Joey's my son, Will's the liquor manager. What we try and do to give you a good experience at Lukas is we want to just learn about your palate and try and focus it to those bottles, because everybody's going to have a different opinion. We work every day to make sure we have the highest quality alcohol in. And I want to start with, when we talk about whiskey, whiskey covers rye, bourbon. It could cover a single malt. It can cover a 4-grain. And we'll talk more about those. But these are single barrels. When you come in the store, we currently have 8 available options, and we'll have more. We generally have several barrels coming in each month. And basically what this is we pick this barrel and then they put it in the bottle. So they're very unique to our store. They're very unique to our palates as well. So as you get used to us and you understand it, you kind of see what we pick. So let's talk about this one. And I've done videos on this one. This is a barrel bourbon. And this is a 7-year Kentucky. This was the first Kentucky single barrel they've done. I think it's amazing. 121 proof. It's got this giant caramel in the middle. It's this clean palate on the back, and it drinks a lot older than 7-year. I want to keep on explaining all the differences in whiskey. I want you guys to comment, and we'll do more videos, and we'll keep on talking about them so you understand it. If whether you're a novice or you're an expert, I consider myself learning. I've been learning about this since I've gotten the business. I love this. So let's just try this one. All right, I cheated a little bit because I've been drinking this one for about a week and a half. This is outstanding. It's got that big caramel. It's a true Kentucky bourbon, a lot of depth. It's just this is an excellent pick. So, and if you look over like this Tumbling Dice, this is one of our picks. There's only a few bottles left, but this is a high rye. This is a MGP, which is out of Indiana. A lot of bourbon and a lot of product comes from MGP. And MGP is like a place that just sells the barrels to people that bottle it with their label. All right. So this one has 34% rye, 6% malt, and 60% corn. So the malt really doesn't add any flavor, but it's really a high rye, spicy, really, really dynamite bottle. But what I really want you to learn right now is I want to talk about whiskey. I want to talk about the differences in it. So let's go down the aisle. Let's look at some of the differences. So as we walk this way, single malts. You know, we talked a little bit about single malts. For those of you that are from Colorado and really know Colorado alcohol, Stranahan's is a single malt. So that is another like rye, bourbon, whiskey, single malt. And then we're also going to do a 4-grain. We'll do a 4-grain when we walk back down here. I talked a little bit about MGP. Remus, guys, this is a phenomenal bottle. I didn't realize we had any of these left. So Remus is MGP. That's the label for MGP, which is Remus, George Remus. We have about 10 bottles left of our barrel pick. That's an incredible pick. I think it was 24% rye, 4% malt. The rest of it was corn, and that's just a great bottle of booze. All right, let's move down a little bit. Let's come down and talk about different places that stuff is produced. So we know it's produced in Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Washington, Illinois, many different places. I want to come up here. We're going to talk about Bainbridge. This is the 2017 World Whiskey Award winner. This is a wheated whiskey. Guys, this is just one of the easiest wheated whiskeys to drink. It's got this sweetness that just is so delicate on the palate. I'm so glad there was a glass there. I'm going to keep this glass. We're going to walk down a little farther. I'll talk to you a little bit about Blue Note. Interesting about Blue Note, this is from Memphis. Bottled and distilled in Tennessee, but yet this one is bottled in Tennessee, but actually made in Kentucky. So you got to learn, because there's going to be distinctive differences between the flavor of these products. If we come across over here to Elijah Craig, they just released the rye. This is a brand new rye that was released. This is outstanding. This one, $26.99. It's 51% rye. It is just, it's so delicate. Honey and vanillas, and it's a little bit of spice in the front, and it really draws down nice on the palate. I'm just shocked at the amount of money that it is, because I think it's a great value. It's an incredible value buy. This is so fun. Okay, if we come a little farther down, we're going to scoot around you. Oh, that's an outstanding bottle. Oh, that's outstanding. Yep. So that's a great one.
That's why I came.
Excellent. So as we go down a little farther, we take a look at some of these, like Old Line's out of Maryland. And that is, it's only 2 years old, but it's one of my favorite single malts I've ever tasted. It's like weird. How could something that young be that good? The benefit of learning about these things and being open-minded, I don't like things from this state. I just say I don't like things I don't like. I want to taste every single bottle possible. Guys, this bottle is kick butt. I have a barrel of this coming in a tawny port. That's super special. I think we'll see that in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Wow, is it good. But this is off the charts. This is a strong one. It's 122 proof, so it's got some bite to it. Well, Seagrass, for those of you that already got that, that's off the charts. This is a double gold medal about 2 weeks ago. Finished in tequila barrels. I want to talk about that because that's starting to happen. I'm starting to see a lot more alcohol finished in tequila barrels in the whiskey category. And it really adds unique flavors, these grassy notes that you don't get from any other finish. This is outstanding. And then we also have the one from the Few. And this was similar to the one that Allison Chains a couple of years ago. This is done in the tequila barrel. There's a little bit of this left. It sits in front of the store. But it's got this great flavor that ends up on it. Well, I wanted to talk about Hirsch is another one. This is outstanding, guys. This is another great one. This is a little spicier, okay? This is a pretty solid bottle. I want to talk about the 4 grain. That's what I walk by bottles, and I love this stuff so much that I get, each time you get the opportunity to try all these bottles, you find a new one, and then you drink it, and you're like, wow, that's pretty amazing. Then you're on to the next one. So 4 grain. So that means rye, barley, corn. Wow, I just drew a total blank. Wheat. That was not good. See, no one's an expert. But when you drink something that's a 4 grain, and Laws makes another 4 grain, what I like about it is you got to really try and identify all 4 grains. Because the first time you drink a 4 grain, sometimes you don't like it because it's like, what's all these funky tastes? But when you really take your time when you drink a 4 grain, you'll learn them. I think they're dynamite. This one happens to be a cask strength. Really love this one. Mizunara wood. I love anything Mizunara oak. It gets that sweetness. Mizunara is that tree that's 300 years old, Japanese tree. We're starting to see a lot more Mizunara finishes. Most of them are very expensive. This bottle is still super reasonable, and it's a great bottle. So I could go up and down this section, and then we look at like the national brands. Jack Daniels is Tennessee, right? And it's Makers, a great weeded. These are things that when you come in, talk to us, say, hey, I like this. I want something soft. I like it sweet. I want more punch. I want a mixing. Those are things that you do. You want to try and get what really matches what you're making. But if you're just sipping, wow, some of these are so good. There's so many. Tell us that you're sipping. We'll keep you on them. Make sure you tell us what you're spending. We'll definitely take care of you. Guys, World Whiskey Day is a day to celebrate. This is a great day today. Remember, we truly appreciate your business, 1 bottle at a time. You guys have an amazing day, and hope to see you soon. Make sure you ask for us. Thank you.